So I'm here with the wonderful Jeanette Berry of the Soul Nerds. Are you a nerd, sir? A soul nerd? Okay. Two of the soul nerds. Right? Hey, don't laugh. Nerds run the world.
They do. They do.
Don't believe me? That's a cell phone right there. Cool people don't make the cell phones.
It's true.
Or pianos. So, wonderful performance you just did. Wonderful. And I'm glad you're the first artist here, first feature artist here. One of my favorites, my personal favorites. But again, I don't know if we caught it earlier, but you're from New York?
Yes.
What part?
Long Island.
Long Island. It's almost like Northeast Philly to Philadelphia people like it.
Yeah, except
It's part of it, but
except it is the best of all of the worlds, because in 20 minutes I'm at the beach, in 25 minutes I'm in the city, and then I can go right back home.
right.
So it's perfect.
So you came down to Philly because you wanted to pursue music and study it and everything. So
I actually went to UArts for musical theater.
I went to UArts for musical theater first, and then changed my major because I was like, oh, there's not enough freedom. I want more music. Like, both of my parents are musicians, so I wanted more music. I wanted more music training. So I was bored, and I was like, well, one of the teachers in the musical theater department went and said, go across the street and learn how to sing. So that's literally what he said. So in like a good way, like, you don't need to be here with this musical theater stuff. You need to go over there, go to the Miriam Theater, and go learn about, you know, all that stuff, all the other stuff. So that's what I did. And then I studied vocal jazz performance with a minor in music ed.
that was my next question, because I notice in a lot of your music it doesn't stay like a steady 2, 3 bar, 4 bar loop or anything. A lot of your music, it drops into, it'll be a happy major chord, and then drop to a diminished chord, and rise on minute, and you know, all sorts of stuff that Maurice likes playing. That's why I give it him, because you know I grew up myself singing jazz, so it's just natural to me. So whenever he throws something, it's cool. Sometimes it trip me up and challenge me. But yourself, I can see that in you. So when you sit down, do you study with your ukulele or piano? Or?
I write most of my music to piano. And then I think there were only a couple songs that I've written on ukulele, but piano's the best one, because my dad used to remodel Fender Rhodes for a company called Dynamite Piano. So we have a couple Rhodes in my house, like, just, you know, chilling, whatever. So so it was like, cool, I'll just play this lovely sounding keyboard. So yeah, so everything's off of piano, and it started with 2/5s. I learned the 2/5-1 patterns in class, and wrote my first song on that, and it just built from there. So.
Wow. All right, and you're not new to this at all. You know, you're road tested and everything. So what was it like actually singing with Lauryn Hill and touring with Lauryn Hill?
Oh gosh.
It was a lesson every day. Like, every moment was a new challenge, because I almost didn't get the gig because I wasn't a tenor before, so I auditioned as an alto, and she was like, can you sing tenor? I was like, yes. Lied my butt off, because I was like, yes, because I want this gig, so I'm going to sing tenor. Whatever you want me to sing, I'm a singer. But there was another girl there that sang tenor, was an actual tenor, but I got the gig, so that's what happens. So it's a job, you know what I mean? It was a job, so I worked my butt off for that job, and it was amazing. I kind to see the world. I got to meet incredible musicians. I got to learn from her. I got to be able to kind of like just get to know her and get some of her knowledge and some of her perspective, which is rare for a big time artist like that, for somebody to be able to get that. So it was great.
Well, what is the next project we can expect, and where can we see you? Where can the world see you next?
Well,
next, like tomorrow?
tomorrow.
Well, I'm going back to Ohio on Friday, and New York tonight, but the album, our debut album, is called Allegiance to Love. So like pledging allegiance, and I was kind of tired of politics and stuff like that. I was like, no, the only thing that I will pledge my allegiance to is love. because it's the only thing that matters. Without it, we don't have anything. So love of self, love of people, love of anything, love of God, whatever it is, love of plants. Stevie Wonder wrote an entire album. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I pledged my allegiance to. And that's what I believe most firmly in. So that album, we played a lot of the songs that are on that album, but you'll hear the full band with that album. It's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, it's on Tidal, Apple Music. You can stream it. You can go to our website, soulnerds.com, SOULNERDS, and go check it out. Because that's the most recent thing. We're trying to get it popping more. I'm coming back to the East Coast, so I'm going to be doing as much performing and touring and on the internet radio and blogs and things like that as I can.
Can we give it up one time? Because I read this on Facebook yesterday or today. Can we give it up for her for getting her master's, please? She got. That's what I'm talking about. Master's in what?
I got my master's in humanities with a concentration in transmedia storytelling. It's a lot of words for basically saying I now have a degree to be able to write and produce multimedia productions like Pirates of the Caribbean, Harry Potter, things like that, like universes, worlds. I have an understanding of how to build those through different medias, and through different mediums, and tell large stories from different perspectives. And my whole purpose for that was there aren't a lot of well-known or famous or even working Black female creators, and I found that this vehicle, transmedia storytelling, is a fantastic vehicle for any independent, but especially Black female creators, because we don't get enough voices out there. There's not enough difference. There's not enough representation. So that was my biggest goal with this, and that's what I'm doing.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in once again. This is Jeanette Berry of the Soul Nerds.